the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just skip on, spin move, and zone. Go for sideline, a touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. We just skip on, spin move, and zone. Go for sideline, a touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. On first down, French. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Off the play fake, Winston sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
At the 40-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts being chased out left. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Alex Anzalone, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On third down, it's French. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Eagles 6, Washington 0.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jameis to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to give them a two-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
36 yards on the play. On first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll run on first down. French down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Cole Holcomb. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
Hurts pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
6-yard pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's French. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Chase Young on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
At the 28-yard line. On
1st and 10, Winston. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On first down, French, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's French. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra points still to come.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Winston. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the covering.
Again, it's Winston. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot rally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes this Washington 31. Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he finds McLaurin, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They run the counter. Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Mike Hilton. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Eagles 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 52. Eagles.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's French. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
7 yards there and a first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's
now we give right side. It's Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Winston here to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
That certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.